Hey guys, I'm Minna Siren, and today I'm going to be doing another Crappypasta. Now, it's been a long time since I've done one, and this one that I'm going to do isn't going to be as famous as my last one, but while I was searching the Creepypasta wiki for something to read, I came across this on the computer and internet section. Now, it was at the top, you know, where they usually have the really popular suggestions that, like, are usually things like bench round and stuff like that, but so I thought it might be good, so I clicked on it and I read the whole thing, and I was literally face palming the whole time I read this. Now, before I get into it, this story does have a good, it has a good premise, and if it was changed upon and edited a little bit, then it might actually be a good story, but as it stands, it isn't that good. It's very, very cliche, and that is about the same time, and that's about the reason, you know, why I think it's not that good. It's because of all the cliche. But anyway, I'm just gonna get right into that, so. Hello. Please listen to me. It's for your own good. I feel compelled to warn you of the danger that was recently unleashed upon the internet. I don't have much time left as it is. I feel that he draws near. I like to surf the net, as do most people. Sometimes the internet gets boring though, and I find myself having nothing better to do than go on the anonymous webcamming site known as Omegle. I'm sure most of you have heard of it, as it is notorious for having those perverts masturbating on cam. Well, I went to Omegle for the first time in forever, and well, I guess they have this new feature where you get paired up with people that share your interests. In addition, they also let you access Facebook and use your interests on there if you want. I decided to try it and begin my random webcamming spree. The first few people just skipped me, and then there was those many idiots I skipped for being gross. But then it happened. He showed up on cam. A man dressed in black, appeared to be a robe or gown, wearing what looked to be a well-detailed, semi-expensive sort of jack-o'-lantern-like or creepy pumpkin mask. I couldn't really tell what the mask was made from, though. The man came on camera and was waving at me creepily. I had kind of gotten freaked, but then laughed and asked if he could take off his mask. The man was silent and just shook his head no. I found that to be a bit unsettling. And see, as of right here, this is a really good story, but what follows, if he had went a different way with it, it would have been a good story. Time passed, and I thought I had caught on. I laughed, asking the man if this was a prank, but the man had motioned for me to be quiet, so I did. I had typed to the man saying I was going to skip the next person, then typed again saying, but this is just too funny. The man then typed back, I know where you are. For the next 3 days, wherever you go, I will follow you. Whatever you do, I will be watching. I will know where you are, who you're with, what you're doing, and when you're doing it, and all you will ever see of me is this mask. Then after 3 days, I will kill you. And that is where I put my palm to my face. That is so... that is just... It sounds like it's trying to be The Ring. Almost, but a more ridiculous version of The Ring. As if that weren't enough, as I finished reading and went to go to the next chat, I noticed that my webcam was mirroring his. He was somehow now broadcasting from my webcam as well. I saw the man point at my screen, as if to point to me with his index finger, and then do the cutthroat motion. At this point, I took this as something more serious, and was now on edge. I screen capped this as evidence for the police. I printed the picture and then headed to the local police station right away. On my way to the station, I noticed in my rearview mirror, the car behind me appeared to have no driver. But I did see the mask of the man. the man was wearing through the glass. When I arrived at the station and handed the pictures to the police, they assured me they'd be scouting my area for a man with a mask for the next few days. This made me feel somewhat safe. I decided with them on stakeout, I'd try continuing my life as normal. The next day, I went shopping at Walmart because I was getting low on food and needed to pick up milk. Why did you have to say you needed to pick up milk? Wouldn't just be low on food be good enough? Something very scary happened in Walmart. As I progressed in getting the groceries I needed, the usual bustle of the store dumbed down just as, if not more progressively. What? When I got to the checkout, I noticed no one was in the store any longer. Yeah, okay. And in each checkout lane, on the counters was a mask, just like the man wore. I ran out and hurriedly unlocked my car door, just piling my groceries in the passenger seat. Wait, did he just steal the groceries? He just stole the groceries and sped out of the parking lot. When I got home, I was so freaked, I just grabbed all the groceries I could and ran into the house. Then locked the doors and windows. I needed assurance, so I called the police and asked them if they'd noticed him around, and thankfully they hadn't. I decided to call it a night early, and went upstairs and got in bed. When I had woke that morning, I was frightened to see that hanging on the hook of my closet in my bedroom was the mask the man wore. I grabbed the mask, rushed downstairs, grabbed my keys, and rushed off to the police station. I showed them the mask, and they had told me to stay at a friend's for the night while they investigate my house. And now this right here, this is a doozy, man. I called my buddy Brad. He always gave me a place when I needed it. So that night, I headed to his place, and we stayed up playing video games while I explained my situation. To my shock, he said he encountered the same man just a day before I did, which would make his third day. Later that night, when we were asleep, I was awoken to a loud noise coming from Brad's room. Scared, I crept upstairs to check on him. I was horrified at what I saw. Brad was laying on his bed in a pool of blood. With that damn mask laying on his chest. Today, it is my third day, and I'm sitting at the police station on Brad's laptop. Why is he on Brad's laptop? Is he just allowed to take Brad's laptop? Typing this to warn you all. Beware of the pumpkin man. I don't know what will become of me, but if this post gets around and saves as many lives as possible, I'm content. That story, man. Okay, let's read some of the comments. 7 out of 10. I liked the concept, but the Walmart part was eh. Also, it's like you skipped over a few details, but it's okay. And then here's the next comment. Fake! Pretty adequate pasta. It has a lot of potential. The whole everyone in Walmart turns into a pumpkin guy part irked me though. Meh, 5 out of 10. This was alright, interesting. I just try and mess with people on Omegle. This was actually funny and made me laugh to death, but seriously, this pasta needs to be removed. It's bad, worse than Jeff the Killer. And then he has this little picture, and it says, say what you want to say, I disapprove of this pasta. Not bad, 6 out of 10. Wow, that sucked, and then they have a picture of Grumpy Cat. Meh. I don't know why, but I read it in Cartman's voice. Too spooky for me, 8 out of 8, mate. Not really great, but interesting, 8 out of 10, my ass. Then after 3 days, I will kill you. And that was when I started masturbating furiously on camera. Omegle just isn't what it used to be. You never know who's there. Heh. And this is why I troll people with a masky mask. Sorta creepy, I guess. Okay, I guess. You have to be crazy to go to a website like that, fully expecting to see naked, perverted, random strangers. The story added up to my aversion to any form of human interaction over the internet. Although the Walmart part was too unrealistic and kind of turned me off, as well as the gory part. You can explain the Walmart bit by reasoning that he was losing his mind, but not the gore. Pretty good, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Pretty good, I would recommend this story to anyone who likes scary internet stories, 7 out of 10. That makes me scared to go to Omegle now. God, it wasn't the best ever, 3.5 out of 10. The gore threw me off, and so did the constant appearance of the mask. And then someone replied, mask reminded me of Amnesia, a machine for pigs. It's a pumpkin mask. Meh, 6 out of 10. 5 out of 10, it was okay. I just found it a little bit stupid. 4.2 out of 10, it was good, but the whole Walmart part ruined it. Okay, I think that's enough comments. But anyway, I have to agree with a lot of these people. It was just really stupid. Like, it did have a good premise, and if it was changed, like I said, it would be a good story. But as it is, I give it a 2 out of 10. And now I do have to say that there are a lot of chances if you go on Omegle, which I never have, but I just know, that you could see someone dressed all scary. Like, I know this one YouTuber puts on this really cool special effects makeup, goes on those sites and just random links and scares the shit out of people. Which is totally funny. So, I mean, there's a large chance you can get leaked to some scary ass shit like this, but you aren't going to be haunted by it afterwards. That's just not likely at all. But anyway, this has been Crappypastas, and I will see you guys next time.